do you call that? How do you put a word to what a mom does when she places her child for adoption? An overwhelming love is what I would use. Growing up, I was one of those people who got along with everybody. I didn't see much of my dad. He hasn't been in my life much. My mom has been both mom and dad to me for as long as I can remember. At the beginning of my junior year, I found out that I was pregnant, and then I just remember the drive home, feeling that I had done this to my mom. Her straight-A student, her child she had brought up in church, had shamed her and disappointed her. I did call my son's dad. He had asked me really simply, what do you want to do? If you want to get an abortion, I'll pay for it. And I told him that we have two options. We keep him or we place him for adoption. It was God-given. That no matter what or how I got pregnant for a reason. This kiddo has a purpose, and I wasn't going to be the one to end that. When you find out you're pregnant, all you can think about is the drama that's getting ready to unfold. There's no really long-term thoughts about what could happen and how this could be used for good. And then you start to think logistically. I was working, a minimum wage job, the cost of diapers and the cost of all the things the baby was gonna need. My mom was a single mom. She's still raising my little sister. And so I couldn't put that burden on my mom. That's when we started to see if there were any families that wanted to adopt. You have to keep telling yourself that God is going to use him to gift to someone else. That's what kept driving me forward. And that's where the joy and the peace came from. The day he was born, this beautiful 9-pound, 8-ounce little guy, I held him, gave him kisses. To see the joy in her face continue and that uncertainty in his melt away. That was joyful for me to see. It was a blessing for me to see in that moment of my sorrow. Dealing with your family, dealing with your future, dealing with your feelings, all this stuff is a step-by-step thing. None of this stuff comes all at once. And this is one of those things that takes time. In my story, my faith was huge. God gave me that peace and joy when my heart did not want to accept it, bringing me to a place of peace, bringing us to the adoptive family, bringing me joy in the midst of the pain, seeing the blessing that this was. You think about that decision you made and you always wonder whether it was the right one. It was painful then, and it's still sometimes painful now. But I don't have any doubts that it was the right decision.